Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about some horror stories, I guess, that I've heard around Yu-Gi-Oh! Product quality and, of course, the delays and just everything surrounding that. So, getting a few of my thoughts out on this. As you guys know, COVID-19 happened last year. Surprise! I guess there are probably people who maybe didn't know that. It delayed everything. A lot of industries suffered, a lot of delays have happened, and Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, is no, exception to that. There have been lots of delays with, paper, plastic, foil products, all these things that definitely involve trading cards. We know there have been like shortages based not just on the, COVID related issues, but also kind of the rise in popularity of TCGs. Thanks to the big Pokemon boom of later last year, it's kind of extended and trickled down into other card games where new card games suffer from this, like Digimon did. Existing card games kind of are having a lot of issues. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh packs get, there's a lot of demand, they get quickly bought out, and it can be really tough to get your hands on them. That was actually one of the real struggles we were having in Larry in the Hole, for instance, was just that our local stores weren't stocking packs, and when they did, they disappeared like that. I remember when Target and stuff had to do the whole limit one per customer and all that stuff. Yeah, these shortages have still continued even through this day. In fact, Konami's actually been putting out press releases around, product delays. I know that with the 2021 tins, they said that these tins were going to be basically shipped out in waves. So the first wave of tins came like at the end of September or beginning of October, when the product was supposed to officially launch. And then the second wave is supposed to be coming sometime in November. I'm not sure if that was like early November or late November, but yeah. So basically, this made tins themselves a lot more scarce. It was tough to find them, and these were very anticipated tins. People want their copies of Zeus and Triple Tactics Talent and Dear Servant and all these other high dollar chase cards that are finally being reprinted. But because the product itself is delayed, it kind of creates this even more scarcity and demand and urgency and paranoia around oh, will I get it? Will I not? So that happened. Also, what was it? Maximum Gold El Dorado, I remember not long ago, that's only just released, but I remember that they put out a press release saying some shops and locations just will not be able to get their shipments in on time. They'll be working on getting them as soon as possible, but not right now. So, this is definitely something that's been corroborated. I mean, the card shop owners that I know, that I've spoken to, have said that this is very much a real thing. Vendors and things that just haven't been able to get as much product as the card shops want to order. Players, as a result, can't necessarily get cards. It also sucks because we've seen a lot of card shops marking prices up. That's a thing, and that's not fun. Obviously, if say 10 is supposed to cost $20, but a store is marking up to 25, 26, or even as high as 30, I've seen in a couple of cases. That's not great. That really sucks for the local communities, and it sucks because if you're trying to buy stuff online, you're not going to find a 10 online for $20. You're going to probably have to pay more. And I don't like that for players. I don't like it for me. It made it hard for us to film Larry in the Hole. It makes it hard for me to even just find products right now in general. Sometimes I like to buy a Yu-Gi-Oh pack or two, open them. I do. I don't just buy singles. But yeah, so obviously that's not very cool. Another issue though has actually been misprints and just quality control in Yu-Gi-Oh. It seems like it's kind of, I don't want to say taking a nosedive, but it is noticeably not great. I've seen and heard a lot of horror stories on Twitter and Reddit of people who have, had damaged cards that are just not the right cards. We've seen a couple of instances of somebody opened this one product and it had cards from an upcoming set in it. It's a kind of a cool story because you get a bit of a leak of what's coming out. That one, somebody found cards from the Grand Creators in a El Dorado pack or something like that. But while it's cool, it's not really what you paid for. I heard that with the Cyber Strike structure deck, there were people who did not get certain foil cards. Imagine buying the Cyber Strike structure deck, which is basically imperm the deck for $10, and Infants Impermanence is not in the product. You'd be furious. And the thing is, the product is completely sealed. It's not like somebody took it away and resealed it. It's the structure deck just didn't come with it. It didn't get included in the sort of printing and packaging process. Not good, right? That's not okay. Players have a right to be pretty upset about that. Now, this isn't like Konami's fault, or at least certainly not entirely. I mean, I guess, you know, you can sort of try to get tighter tolerances and like, you know, margins of error for products like this. But I imagine some parts of the manufacturing process are largely out of their control and just done, you know, by external third parties. It's like outsourced or something like that. At least that's kind of my understanding of it. So I don't know how much control they have over it, but I do worry that, you know, with these issues, it kind of creates a bit of two things. A, just distrust in products. My personal story, here's a quick one. When I bought Cyber Strike, I got one of those structure decks that did not have any of the super rare cards in it. There was no Imperm, and I think, what are the other two supers? It's Cyber Dragon Hertz and Fusion Deployment. It didn't have any of the three super rare cards. So that sucked. But also some of the cards that were like the very top card of the structure deck was like damaged, like had nicks and dings, like visible ones, and like, you know, foil tearing on the corners. Not good. Like that's just something that happened to me. So I'm sure that I don't doubt that people are telling the truth about this and just that it's a real problem. But yeah, the issues that this creates is it's just distrust around buying things, paranoia, right? Like if you know, get it, will it have the things that you want? But it also creates like more of that weird scarcity thing where people are so afraid that, you know, products are going to sell out because they're being like short printed, like literally short printed, that prices go higher as a result. Like just the news that, oh, Maximum Gold Eldorado is going to be hard to find, you might not find it, means that you know, secondary market, that demand, those scalpers, all that, it's going to escalate the prices. And I don't know if there's like really a solution. I mean, if the shortages exist and Konami can't do anything about it, then I guess I'm just sort of sitting here complaining at a wall for no reason, or I guess rather a camera lens for no reason. But I do hope it's something that they can maybe address. I mean, I know that product delays make people upset and it's not something that's fun to hear, but I sometimes think that maybe a delay in the long term is better if it means that enough supply can be provided for players when something releases. And also if it means that product quality can be a little bit better, because I don't think anybody likes opening products that have nothing in them. I don't think anybody likes opening damaged things. Misprints can be fun. I know I've seen plenty of them with the gold, with Eldorado gold cards, just like last year. They can be fun, but like, you know, only in doses, right? So it's not a great situation. I think if I had to say one small benefit to it, I guess it's just the videos are completely negative. It's kind of fun to watch the shit show. If you're the type of person like me here where you just, it's a little entertaining to watch it all burn sometimes. It's crazy to see the pictures I've seen online of just like gold rares that are just like half the card is just a gold mess and like you can't see anything, or seeing the weird misprints. It's like a funny story sometimes, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's not great for players. I hope it can improve because it seems like it's kind of been going a bit downhill. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video. I've got plenty of stuff to talk about. Give me topics down below. What do you think, by the way? Like, have you experienced any of this, or are you just kind of like, no, I don't know what he's talking about? Have you been having card shortages in your area? Have you pulled not so great looking cards out of your packs? Curious. All right, I've gone on long enough. See you guys in the next one. Pass turn.